Testing, testing, testing. Check, check, check. Mic check, check. All right. Bottom line. Let me get some more. So it's kind of late, man. And I was, man, I wanted to just let this slide, but I ain't gonna be able to. And my hair ain't done or nothing, but so that's why I'm gonna throw my hood on because I'm looking crazy right now. But I keep seeing this ad, and as much as I wanted to let this go, I ain't gonna be able to. Man. I ain't gonna be able to. So Allah forgive me. Essentially, I keep seeing this ad that I actually clicked on. Now I'm an avid learner. I buy classes all the time. Most classes online give you some type of money back guarantee, and I never had a problem with that before. I could think of out of the 5 classes I can think of offhand, I only got a refund of one, and that was the 14-day filmmaker joint, and that was because it was still in its infancy, and it didn't benefit me. So you know what I mean, I wasn't even gonna benefit from it. It was cheap. It was like $500. So you know, wasn't no problem. Gave my bread back. Most of them got a high retention rate, but this particular company I had a lot of faith in. So because it's a Muslim person doing this running this business, and that's the main reason why I feel like I gotta speak out because you know, we gotta hold Muslims to I'm gonna hold Muslims to a higher standard. You know what I mean? Like if we're gonna start jumping into entrepreneurship and targeting other Muslims, then we need to hold ourselves to the highest standard because that's what Allah expects of us, right? So I mean, even if we working with non-Muslims as business people, we should always hold ourselves to the highest standard. As people in everyday society, we should hold ourselves to the highest standards. You should never have to fear doing business with a Muslim because you think they're going to get over on you. And I went into this believing that. So I was already teaching myself Facebook ads, and I jumped into Google ads. And when you start searching different things, you know, they start advertising towards you based off of what you're searching for. So doing my thing, I'm teaching myself Google ads, and I get this pop up of this Muslim company called Unstoppable Entrepreneurs. Now, and Unstoppable Entrepreneurs, this is what we got here. Is this? Move this over. Why this not showing? Oh, sorry. My bad. Let me move this over here to the screen. There we go. Let me maximize this. Maximize my screen over here. Come back over here. My bad, y'all. All right, so then we'll come back over here. Working 2 screens, so forgive me. Boom. So this is the person who run the company, right? It's called Unstoppable Entrepreneurs. But the actual website is supposed to be Ihsan. Ihsan is your character. You know what I'm saying? Ihsan is it's a hadith with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam where the angel Jibril come to him and he asks him some questions, and he asks him, "What is Ihsan? What is Ihsan?" And it's worshiping Allah as if you. Even though you worshiping Allah as if He see you, so that's like with the highest standards, the highest honor, all of these different things, right? So you go to his website, he got these, you know, he got all of the social medias or whatever. His Instagram, I ain't gonna go to his Instagram right now. That's like kind of wasting time. But you know, he building wells in overseas in Africa apparently. You know, good things. So when I see the ad, it's basically a picture. It's basically a video of him at Fajr, which is our morning prayer. It's like 4:30 in the morning at this time of the year. This was in October 2021, and you know, he's like, you know, basically, brothers, you know, I want you to spend more time with your family, and you know, I got this program. I'm gonna share my business with you. It's risk free. I just came up with this idea at Fudger, and it seemed pretty genuine. I never had no reason to think that he was lying. So click on there, I go through it, and I already got in my head that um I want to learn this ad system. So for my business as well as to help other businesses, and this is where my business was already headed. So what I'm saying, I'm like, boom, I'm gonna get his brother a play. This is his story. I spent the last 12 years as a serial entrepreneur. I know the ins and outs of small business by heart, but I've also learned money isn't everything. I gained much more personal satisfaction by leveraging the same strategic strategies I've used to build a multi-seven-figure business for my clients and applying them to help everyday people find success in leveraging YouTube advertising, right? Now the classes was sweet. I finished the classes in a day, right? And they even say that this intellectual property is not the main thing that they're selling. They're basically giving you an opportunity to sell their products and get a commission, which would have been good for me because it's basically a proof of concept. I could go to other people after that and say, listen, this is what I'm capable of doing. This is my success rate, right? So I signed up for the program, and and so these are all the emails that are basically these are the emails from day one, right? So from day one, this is October 2021, right? And this is when I signed the contract to work with this company. So let me come down and I'm gonna pull up the contract. I actually highlighted a few things in the contract that that basically shows that I did my part when it comes to I did my part when it comes to my side of the contract, and I should be eligible to a refund if I'm not satisfied, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm not satisfied in a minute. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm just trying to get over. I'm just trying to play this brother and make him out to be a liar, right? So that's how much I paid. Which wasn't cheap, and I didn't really have it, right? Well, I had it, of course, but it was the last bit of money I had. Well, not the very last, but I don't like to get below a certain point. That was putting me below that certain point. So your purchase comes with 180-day, supposed to be 80-day income guarantee. Please see below for details, the refund policy, right? So as Muslims, you have an obligation to uphold your contracts. Allah says, write it down, have it written down, and basically stick to your contracts. And this is in the Quran. So I'm paraphrasing, of course, but this is something. This is Islam 101. Stick to your contracts. So here we go. We are committed to provide all program participants with a positive experience. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Y'all can pause it if you want to read it. But I'm going to just go to the stuff that I highlighted. So program content is centered around learning about paid traffic, housing. Focusing on YouTube, learning the success metrics of Google Ads dashboard, using funnels to optimize results, how to drive traffic, affiliate links on Google Ads. We ain't learned none of that. Only thing he did was show us how to set up an ad and you run the ads. Boom, and you're supposed to get commission off of that. But I ain't complaining because if there was a problem in the program, I would have mentioned it if I was concerned about it, right? But this the kicker. I ain't even gonna tell y'all yet. Why? 100-day sales guarantee right here. You agree to fully, you fully understand that our staff is always willing to work with you and will always honor any guarantee. You agree to contact us before you attempt to file any dispute chargeback with your credit card, right? So I did. I contacted them over and over again, and I didn't. I agreed that I wouldn't, try to do a chargeback, which that's about. We stand behind the ability of our program to get you results when you spend the time studying and implementing what you learn. Because of this, we simply ask you to get a program in a fair attempt, which I did. No, our income guarantee is black and white. Guarantee means refund are granted on a black and white basis, no gray area, right? So you must watch all the videos, which I did. They got a system in order to track and see that you watched all of the videos, and I did that. The member must attend the onboarding call within 14 days. I did that, even though he kept pushing the call back and back and back. The member must apply for the affiliate link within 7 days. I did that. We actually talked. He tried to set me up with this Excel spreadsheet. It just wouldn't work. That joint wasn't. It just wasn't set up right. So every time I would try to open a thing, it was going haywire. So the member must spend a minimum of $1,000. So this is the only thing that I didn't do. I didn't get it, but that's only because I didn't get the opportunity to do this. You must spend $1,000 on YouTube ads. And the reason I didn't get the opportunity to do this is because the very next day after I placed my first ad, my account got suspended. And this is happening to countless people in this program. If the criteria is met, the member has not made a $6,500 in revenue, the member will receive a full refund of their purchase of Nonstop Entrepreneur plus $1,000, right? So basically you owe me my bread plus $1,000, but I ain't even tripping over the $1,000, but I do want my money back. We are dedicated to your success and want you to use the program the way it's intended. We have no intention of withholding refund from people, right? Who have made an honest attempt and found the business model was not for them. So basically you accusing me of not making an honest attempt if you refusing to give me my money back. So you would not receive a refund if you changed your mind, which I didn't. You lost motivation, which I didn't. You found the program confusing and not for you, which I didn't. Computer tech and not computer tech or savvy enough. I'm clearly computer tech or savvy enough. Don't have the money. I had the money, of course. Emergency family, that wasn't an issue. Unexpected health, financial, none of this stuff was an issue, right? So that's essentially everything, right? In a contract. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my emails. I'm going to show y'all my receipts, basically. Ain't that what they say? Check the receipts. And but basically what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to go like this joint up, man. I need y'all to go ham and go on his page and everything. Dang, yeah, mistake can cancel out. Yeah, go on his Instagram page, reshare this, everything, right? So I'm gonna go all the way back to October 20th when I signed, right? That's when I signed the contract. Next day, all right, this is us trying to set up that's my passport information. This is the 21st. Which was a Thursday. Congratulations, you now completed the lesson. Complete the lesson on how to create your ads and hope this follows. So this shows that I completed everything. Now it's time for my one-on-one call. Boom. This is the 27th. So you see that was on a Thursday, right? This was on a Thursday right here when I completed everything. I booked my one-on-one call. This is the 21st. So Friday, of course, we don't in the program. We don't run ads on Fridays because Friday is our day for Jumu'ah, and we targeted Muslims. So we don't run ads on Fridays. So you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come back Monday. That's when I'm supposed to hear something. So that's 5 days later. So now by next Wednesday, the 27th, boom, my ads ran that Monday. They stopped, I guess, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, 3:45 a.m. That's when I got this. So this is like right after midnight on Tuesday. I guess your account has been suspended. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking there's something on my end. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Boom, boom. Emailed them immediately. This is a call on Thursday, the 28th. I joined the call. Somebody having the same issue. Boom. We walked through how to fix the issue, right? So now I'm trying to make I'm trying to make an appointment with Uthman because you're supposed to get a one-on-one when you first come, when you join the program. But you know what I mean, at this point it's supposed to be like within 3 days, I think, and no later than 7 days. But first he said he had COVID like symptoms, then his dad got sick and all this. I was patient. I wasn't in no rush. I let him, he pushed it back several times. My apologies, rescheduling is now this the 28th. My apology, rescheduling, has been really sick today, been able to come in. Boom. Then so this is when I went to the call. They said you gotta run an appeal. I did everything they told me to do, ran the appeal. That's nothing. That's when that's just a new training. Thank you for your appeal. Boom, now you gotta wait. This is November 10th. This is actually, they got back to me, I think. This is the thank you for waiting while we reviewed your account suspension appeal. After reviewing the case feedback, we've confirmed your account is still in violation of Google policies, right? So the policy that it violated, which was happening to everybody, is called circumventing. Google has something where you're not allowed to have all of these people, which is this whole business model, all of these people sending traffic to the same site, because they call it circumventing, because it's in some type of way it's manipulating the traffic. Like, you're basically getting traffic from all these different IP addresses and they all going to the same address. So big companies would just get all of these different people, all of these different IP addresses, and run all of the traffic to them, and Google had no way of monitoring it. So essentially what he's supposed to have done was each of us was supposed to have an individual link for our, like an individual account, individual link for our joint. So everybody not getting flagged, but a lot of people are. So I guess because of that, he doesn't consider that being an issue. So I don't want to drag this out, make a long story out of nothing, but basically everybody telling me I gotta go directly to Uthman, right? Reached out 7 times, 7 different people to the organization, and I'm not receiving any help. I can't afford to continue in the program, because they basically, what they saying is they keep hitting me up trying to get me to pay more. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying more. At this point, it's December 14th, and they kicked me out of the program, basically. Like, so not only did October, November, December, not only did I not get anything yet, I didn't. My account's still suspended at this point. I'm putting in appeal after appeal. They trying to get me to pay another $3,000, and I haven't even had one day in a program, at like one active day. So I'm emailing them back and forth. I love the concept of everything you're doing. The program is not working by the will of Allah. In theory, it's great, but part of it, I just can't wait for months. So it's causing me problems with my bank, because they keep trying to charge me, right? So I'm like, y'all causing me problems with my bank, keep on trying to charge me. I'm not. And I talked to Uthman like, yeah, we're not going to charge you, because obviously you're not able to use the program. He recorded everything, so he has the recordings, but we wasn't allowed to record. So he got all the recordings. He like, yeah, I'm not going to charge you until your account get restated, right? So going through this forever, right? About 2 months passed since you joined our referral team. How's everything going? Quick reminder, affiliate dashboard to check your progress. This is just like a general message. They wanted me to do a survey or update or something like that. So this is now, this is from them, December 4th. This is from before the 19th. That's when I first emailed them. I sent several messages to Uthman and Bashir directly. Should I forward them to you? So Mansour was actually good. Mansour actually helped me get a lot of this stuff, kind of, like sending them my receipts, because I was sending in stuff and said you got to send the stuff to this general website that they got, like their customer service joint, but nobody was getting back to me. So Mansour was good at getting back to me. So now this is November. This is November 11th. I contacted them. This is November 9th. I contacted them. November 29th. I contacted them again. Google still charged me for the ads. I think I wound up paying like $2 something in ads. This is November 21st. Anas. So I talked to Anas, Bashir, Mansour, Uthman. Nobody can help me, right? So the second payment for your gold payment plan is due. This is when they was trying to charge me again in November. And I trying to explain to them. We spoke, and I mentioned My account was suspended. I spoke with a man who said I wouldn't be charged. He wouldn't charge me until this is settled. Why are you still trying to charge me? Like, they really was like drawn, like. So my account is still suspended this December 3rd. In my opinion, I would like to speak to someone about this so that I can at least have some expectations. I know that you guys have no control over this, but if it's denied again, I would like to be refunded. Now, at this point, it's December. I've been denied twice already, 3 times. I think this is my third time. If I got denied the third time, I'm like, yo, like, that's not fair. Like, I can't just be, you know what I mean, having y'all, like, get, you know what I mean, charging my account and getting, and just sitting on my bread while y'all making money. That's not fair. So December 14th, I reached out again right here. I'm like, basically like, yo, I'm getting desperate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to see that 2800 slip away. So 2700 slip away, but I had to pay for the ads too. So my soul right here, he was the bull. It's my pleasure. We always are here to help, and my entire team and I will do everything to help you, inshallah. This is February 11th right now. We in the 2022. So Mansour is, he trying to get it done. I end up getting on a call with Mansour right here, and we had a hard time because we was in different time zones. So we finally connected. It's another General John. We finally was able to connect it. And then after, even though he not an ads expert, he wound up helping me get my account reinstated. This was March 29th. So you go from end of October to November, December, January, February, March, end of March. That's 6 months. That's 180 days, right? I'm just getting my account activated. 180 days. I haven't been able to run one ad because of circumventing, which is not it's not my fault, right? So here go Mansour right here. This is a long thread between me and Mansour. Let's go all the way back to April. February, April, March. All right, so hold up. Let's go here. All right, so unfortunately, we'll have to reschedule our meeting. That was the time zone situation. Eastern, later this evening. It was like 9 o'clock. He wanted to talk in my time, but I got a 3-year-old, so I couldn't do that. All right, we finally got the meeting situated. Sorry about the confusion. Sound like, how can I appeal? Oh yeah, so basically they're like, yeah, you should have been appealing all this time, but I'm like, yo, I couldn't appeal because when you have an active appeal in, it won't allow you to do another one until they make a decision. So I'm like, how can I appeal if Google never responded to my last attempt? In between an appeal and a decision right now. So should be there to appeal request. So he basically trying to walk me through it. Like, yeah, you should be able to appeal, but I can't because I have an appeal in already. All right. Breaking brother. I apologize. Here we go. I apologize for today. This is on me. Here's a copy of the refund policy. Please review and we can proceed accordingly. I already looked at the refund policy, right? I said I'm aware of the policy because I don't know what I was supposed to say. Ever had the ability to run ads because I never had the ability to run ads for 1 or 2 days. I was only able to spend just over $100. So I think that's what he was trying to say, that basically I didn't spend $1,000. And I'm like, which is clearly not $1,000 spending requirement. My particular situation is not mentioned in the policy. With that said, what do you need from me? I watched all the videos. I joined the calls. I had, when I had access, I spoke to Uthman and attempted to rectify my suspension via Google and followed his instructions with no success. And that's pretty much the gist. I wasn't able to make any money, so certainly I didn't make over $6,500. And basically what he was saying is because I didn't spend $1,000, but I couldn't spend $1,000 because my account was suspended, that essentially that I don't qualify for a refund. So they didn't say it at that point, but that's basically what they were saying. So, in addition, I was told Uthman could help me, and he was unavailable for about 2 weeks when his father was sick. I had the emails I sent as well as the dua I made for I made dua for his dad. Not going to charge me, not going to charge my bank. I didn't charge the bank, give you a benefit of the doubt. And when it's time to stand on y'all word, y'all doing this like fair law. And not one thing I neglected in the contract. Bi-weekly calling is not a part of the contract. Because after I said that, they like, oh, you wasn't on the calls. And I'm like, I was on the calls in the beginning when I had access, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like, y'all revoked my access. So yeah, basically, sorry about that. But brother, can you please get me in touch with mine? This is ridiculous. I know it's not your fault. You're just doing what you can. Hope it's something you could do. Do you see that I did what I could, and that Google was the problem and not neglected anything? If so, my argument. Can you argue my case? The system EU has set up did not work for me, and it's not anyone's fault. I don't think the company is bad, but the way I'm being neglected is making me feel the company is bad because customer service and the unwillingness to honor the contract. You guys are a big company, and I cannot afford to take you to court, nor would I like to do so because we are Muslim brothers. But it's still not fair that a millionaire will not return 2,700 to a customer who is his company couldn't help. Allah tells us to honor our contracts, and we must all meet Allah and will be judged in the final days. Well, we'll be the final judge. I'm confident that this will be satisfied justly in Allah's court, but I do not wish that on my brother. Please talk to Uthman. So, and the reason I said that is because whenever, like, when you leave this world, like, you don't want to owe nobody nothing. You don't want to be owed nothing. Like, you just kind of want to leave, on good terms. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the message that I was always getting when it was time for me to, when I was sending them to the customer email, John, the customer service email. All right. So essentially, that's pretty much everything, and then just to kind of end it off, to give y'all like a taste of what I'm talking about. So this is why. Is this it? So I'm gonna play this drum right here. Hold on. Why this not playing? Why is this not playing? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. There we go. Oh man, I hope my
sister of Muawiyah, when she was on her deathbed, and she wanted to make amends. She wanted to, as I put a post out the other day, where Omar anhu said when he was on his deathbed, I wished that I leave this dunya kafafan. يعني أن أخرجني الله من هذه الدنيا كفافا لا لي ولا علي. He said that I wish that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes my soul and I leave this world even Steven, not owing anybody anything and nobody owing me anything. That's the way that you want to leave this world. You want to position yourself that as you begin to make your exit from this world, that you leave this world even Steven, not owing anybody anything and nobody owing you anything. And I'm not talking about debt in terms of financial debt. But I'm not talking about physical debt. I'm not talking about financial debt. I'm talking about emotional debt, spiritual debt, physical debt. That's what I'm talking about. You wronged somebody, or you took a haq from somebody, or you didn't return a haq to somebody. That is what I'm referring to. You want to make sure that you straighten all of your affairs out so that when you leave this world, the only thing that you have to worry about are the sins that exist between you and God. That's it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Arhamur Rahimin, He is the most merciful of those who have mercy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, and we hope for His mercy.
Amen. And that's all we can do. And I don't know if the brother a bad brother or not. But it's just like I keep seeing these ads because now that I'm finally getting back in the rhythm of trying to get back where I was. I keep seeing his ads again, and it's like the same thing. Muslim men are not spending enough time with their families. He got new ads now. Look at this. I made 1.5 million. And just last year, then my students, they made this much, and he not telling the whole truth, because even, matter of fact, let me show y'all another thing. Even if you go to his page, Let me go to the bruh page real quick. Bruh page. Can't do it here. Alright, that ain't gonna work. But no worries, no worries. I know I got the screenshot somewhere. Is this it?
The Prophet's desire.
And it is about. And it is
to the
That's not it. Oh, here we go. That's not it. Oh, here we go.
Giving up hope. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother.
How are you doing?
Wallah, alhamdulillah, I'm doing very good, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
Is your ad account suspended?
Man, he's been
And it's a
over
year
month
later.
now
He trying
since
to act like he
suspended.
don't know what's
Never
going
run
on.
back.
Is it suspicious payment activity?
Yes.
You appeal it the same way I teach in the training?
I try different kind of technique, different method. It still have the same problem, which I don't think they will reopen it because I have the same problem with the past. So I don't know. I'm losing hope if they will open.
So two things. First of all, I want to unmute Ed. I'm gonna
Okay.
unmute Ed first of all.
Okay.
Ed, how long was your ad account suspended for? One sec, Sal.
Yeah, you could tell I had it up there with him too.
Who's with us here?
3 months. Nearly.
2 months. Now I'm on 6 months.
Yeah.
Did you feel like giving hope?
Ed probably kept paying though. I wasn't gonna keep paying.
Salam.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna keep on paying if, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. I don't even think that was the whole.
Giving up hope? But it got difficult, right? It got annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have your account
same
back?
way I was.
Alhamdulillah. Got it back.
Alhamdulillah. Awesome.
Look, but
I was
he
gonna
look
say,
out,
for
look
the
at he drink.
circumventing what you put. That was my big issue, and then we tried what you said to put.
Documenting.
So, but now they
I'm
pushing
trying
a
to
book. I
remember
didn't even
what
know
I
he had a book, but I'm not. Come on, I'm not
Blood
reading your
very
book
basic.
and going through all that. Like,
Yeah, I think we pulled it up in a recording. Yeah, we got it. Jazakallah
if
khair.
I'm paying you to be training me, I gotta
So,
go buy the
Sal,
book and read the
the
book.
thing for you is listen, don't give up hope. Just don't give up
No,
hope.
I don't want.
And that's the best advice. Like, that's not. Come on, man. That's not cool, man. You playing with people's livelihood. So, and like, and the fact that like I still I was kind of over it. I kind of accepted it. But the fact that I'm still seeing these ads and it's just like looking more and more disgenuine because I've been through the program and like, and I wish I could show you my, I don't even email. Let me try to, I even messaged him. He kept leaving me on red on Instagram. Like, man, and then it's like, and it reminds me of something that Omar Suleiman said, which I think is this one right here. It reminds me of this, man, because you keep leaving me on red.
Now there's a community dynamic to this too. This isn't just an individual level and improve our akhlaq and make sure we're not using people or only there, for people when we have something to benefit from them. There's a community dynamic to this too. SubhanAllah, I was thinking about this moment with Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu, where he walks by an old Jewish man who is begging in his khilafah.
That's not it.
An old Jewish man who he saw begging in his khilafah. And Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu says about this old Jewish man in his sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَرَجُلٌ اسْتَعْمَلَ رَجُلًا فَذَهَبَ بِأُجْرَتِهِ. A person who employs someone gets everything out of that person, works them hard, takes their best years, takes their best talent, makes them all sorts of promises, and then once the job is done, they're not answering the phone anymore. It's low, very low, right?
Hey, you leaving me
You
on
got what you
red.
wanted out of the person. They got the job done for you. MashaAllah, they could find you in a second, and you could find them in a second when you needed them. Now that they've done what you wanted them to do for you, suddenly they can't get an answer out of you. Suddenly you start to dodge them. Suddenly you start to delay the payment. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
And that's just the long and short of it, man. So do me a favor, share this, screenshot it, go to Uthman page, man. Tell him to rectify this situation, man, before it's too late. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.